coming up into standing, and we're just bringing ourselves into our wide-legged strengthening poses now. So with this we'll do our triangle first. So bringing your feet wide apart, toes pointing inward slightly. We're going to bring our hands onto the hips. We're going to start with our right leg, okay? So we're going to just rotate the right toes outwards. So it's in a straight line, in line with your mat. So you want to check first that your heel and your ankle, they're in the same alignment. So you don't want your front foot here and your left foot off out here. You want to make sure that's your alignment here, so you're not going to be off balance when you're doing it. So we're going to bring then our hands onto the hips. If you haven't already at the beginning, just make sure you turn in that back foot slightly as well, and you're rooting down with that back leg the whole time. So hands onto the hips. Firstly, we're going to do a little kind of hip tilt or a little hip shimmy. So whatever way your toes are pointing outwards, you want to drop that right hip. So you're automatically getting a groin stretch when you come into this position. So even if you wanted to hold here, you're going to get a good stretch in along your leg. So then what you want to aim for is to make sure your shoulders remain open. So you don't want the left shoulder in this circumstance to be coming forward. Okay, so you're going to keep that chest open, the shoulders back. You're going to inhale, bring the hands up, and as you exhale, you're going to reach up and over. Keep your hips where they are and just reach up and over as far as you can go. Then you're going to turn your palms of your hands outwards, allowing that right hand to come down. So the back of the hand is just in along the thigh or even the knee. And we're going to inhale, bring that left hand up, and you're reaching right up towards the ceiling. So some people will be able to go further down along the leg, but what we want here is to make sure your spine is nice, again, straight line. So you don't want a big bendy spine when we're doing this one. So if you can look up towards your hand in the air, and if not, just find a point on the floor to concentrate on to hold your balance. Brilliant. So as we exhale, then we'll bring the hands back to shoulder height. We're going to bring the hands onto the hips. We're going to then just rotate that right foot in. We'll rotate the left foot out. So just make sure you haven't come off alignment as well. So your heel and your ankle are in the same alignment. Your mat is a straight line, so if you want to step back and just line yourself up that way, you can, whatever helps. So again, starting with that open chest, shoulders above the hips. You're going to have that left hip dropping down towards the mat. Inhaling, bringing up those hands to shoulder height. Keep these shoulders back. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. And as we exhale, then we'll just turn the palms of the hands outwards, allowing that left hand to come down and the right hand to come up this time. So reach right up towards the ceiling. If you feel comfortable looking up at the hand in the air. Brilliant, and just staying as long as you want to here, so it's a tough enough one. Remember to breathe nice and deeply the whole time. So as we exhale, just bringing the hands back to shoulder height, hands onto the hips, rotating those left toes in. So we're going to go to the right side now again for our warrior two. So we're going to rotate those right toes out. So it's the same position. You might want to go wider here with this one. So with our warrior two, you want to line everything up again as usual, just nice and safely first. We're planting down that back foot. You're going to, again, keep that chest nice and open, shoulders above your hips. This time then what we want to do is actually bend that front knee. So automatically a lot of the time with the tightness here, your knee might cave inwards. What you want to do is line it up. So that knee above the ankle, directly above, so they're supporting each other. So even here now I know I need to push my foot forward a little bit more because my knee was going out past my ankle. So I'm just going to bend that knee so the knee is above the ankle in that alignment. Okay, so they're helping each other. Alright, so automatically then people tend to bring their shoulders with them. So you want to bring your shoulders back so that they're directly above your hips. You're rooting down on that back foot, your baby toe planting down, so you're really, really anchoring with this leg. Your knees above the ankle still, shoulders above your hips. Inhale, then we'll bring the hands up, and we're going to look over that right middle finger. And a lot of the time, because this is a really strengthening pose, we tend to scrunch up the shoulders. We want to draw the shoulders down, relax as much as we can, keeping your tummy nice and strong, protecting your back. And then the tailbone of the back, make sure we're drawing it down towards the floor. We're not sticking the bum out at the back, so we're not restricting our spine in any way. We're putting any pressure anywhere in the body. So just breathing in our warrior two. Lovely. Just taking a big deep breath in now. And with the exhale, we'll just bring the hands onto the hips. We'll straighten up that right knee. We'll rotate the toes inwards. We'll rotate the left toes outwards. So again, check your alignment to make sure you haven't come off. And then from here, we're going to bend that front knee. Make sure the knee is above the ankle. You're planting down that back foot, keeping your shoulders above your hips, chest nice and open, tummy nice and strong. We're going to inhale, bring the hands up to shoulder height. Make sure we're not scrunching them up. Look over that left middle finger and breathe and be really strong here. So anchoring down that back leg. So remember, we don't want all the weight going on that front leg. Brilliant. And on your next exhale, then just slowly bringing your hands onto the hips. We're going to straighten up that front leg, rotate those toes in. Again, we're going to go over onto the opposite side. And the setup for this one is, again, bending the knees. So we're going to bend that right knee above the right ankle. We're going to bring the hands up to shoulder height. This time we're going to do an extreme sideways stretch. So we're going to bend the right arm, and you're going to use your forearm now. Keep your chest open, so you're not letting that shoulder come forward. Keep the chest open, placing that forearm down on the thigh, and then you're going to reach right over with that left arm. So the stretch is all down along this left side. Reaching over if you can, and if you feel comfortable enough, you can look up towards that hand in the air. If not, you can look at the floor, okay, or wherever you want to look to gain your stability with it. Okay, so as we exhale then, we're going to bring that hand back, the arms back to shoulder height. You're going to bring your hands onto your hips, straighten up that right knee, rotate the toes in, rotating the left toes out. Same again, so we're going to bend that left knee, we'll bring up the arms. You're going to bend your left arm this time. Again, placing that left forearm down onto the left thigh, keeping your chest open, so you're not letting this right shoulder come forward, closing off your chest. You want to keep your chest open, let that forearm come down and rest, and then you're reaching right over. Okay, so again, you can look up at the hand in the air, you can look at any point you feel comfortable doing. This is another one where you want to try to keep your spine nice and straight at the back rather than a big bendy spine. So we want to work on the posture the whole time. Brilliant. And then on the next exhale, just bringing the hands back to shoulder height. We're going to bring the hands onto the hips, straighten up that front leg, rotate the toes inwards. Okay, so again, wide legs. We're going as wide as we can go with the legs this time, just making sure all parts of the feet are flat down, planted down on the floor. We're going to bring the thumbs to our hip creases here. We're going to let the fingertips just rest down along the thighs, shoulder blades together at the back, elbows tucked in. We're just going to take a nice big deep breath in, keeping the chin slightly dipped towards the chest. And as we exhale, we're just folding from the hip here. So it's like a bar is in front of us, and we're going to fold over that bar. So just using your exhale, breathing out slowly, bending over that bar. Take a breath in when you run out of breath. And as you exhale, just folding forward. So just continuing to do that. I'll just go at this side angle just in case it's hard to understand. So fingertips down along the thighs, thumbs at the hip creases, shoulder blades together, elbows tucked in, chin dip slightly towards the chest. Take a big deep breath in. And as we exhale, just folding from the hips. You're keeping your back straight the whole time. Pause when you need to inhale again. Exhaling, folding forward. Lovely. So we're only going as far as again that we can keep the back nice and straight. So we don't want to be bending the back and curling the spine. We want to keep it nice and straight and just coming down as far as it is again comfortable. We don't want to put too much pressure on our hamstrings or just overdo it in any way. Great. So just taking a big deep breath in, and as we exhale, coming up nice and slowly. Brilliant, bringing the hands onto the hips, walking the feet in together, and that is it. So that is the few strengthening wide-legged poses that you can do in your own time. If you obviously need any advice or any information, you can give me a shout. But thanks a million for coming again.